right, good morning to you, Grenada, Caribbean, Coupé, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today, Wednesday, the 26th day of July. Gordon Joseph with you again, and you know how we roll, right? You know we live for this. Before we go any further, I want to give you the cultural tip for today, and this one is going to be very touchy, okay, to some folks. All right, it says the jab message was clear and simple. To hell with your church, to hell with your fake morality, your hypocrisy, and your mental slavery. With the passage of time, they covered their bodies with mud, charcoal, molasses, tar, old oil, and in 2023, some use a charcoal powder. The tools of the jab are chains, coffins, posy, red tongue, snakes, frog, smoke herring, saltfish, wigs, women underwear, and the Bible. Really? Okay, I didn't know that. Those were the tools, alright? Alright. Now that's coming from the Grenada Cultural Foundation, your cultural tip for the day. Today the 26th. Now that is 13 tips I've given you thus far, right? Yeah, that's it. So now let's get with the program. Before we do that, let me check here. Veronica Sandy says, good morning, God, Innocent Joseph. Blessings. Good morning, GB and Grenada. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Veronica. Catherine Phillip, good morning, Innocent. Wish my Grenadian family a wonderful day now. Maxwin Belfan, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Have yourself a wonderful day today, sir. I definitely will. Nice. So it's just about that time when we take the word of the day. And the word of the day today is an adjective. It is the word stoic. S-T-O-I-C. And stoic describes someone who shows very little emotion, especially in response to a painful or distressing situation. Again, stoic. S-T-O-I-C. Someone who shows very little emotion, especially in response to a painful or distressing situation. Here's how we can use the word. He remained stoic even as his manager reprimanded him in front of his colleagues. Yeah, he was emotionless. His anger or despair didn't show. So that's the word of the day, stoic, S-T-O-I-C. Now for the thought of the day. Good morning to you, Nadisha. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and you and the folks inside of Cafe. Tell Louis he had to call me. Well, Mr. Phone Man, could I have the phone today, please? Yeah, Louis has to call me. Phone Man, please. Right, I beg you. Okay? All right, and the thought of the day today is that half effort does not produce half results. It produces no result. Work, continuous work, and hard work is the only way to accomplish results that last. This one was backed by special request, yeah? Gave you this one sometime last week. 25 minutes until 7 o'clock, that is the time. Okay, so as you can see, my desk is fully decorated with all the products of Maggie, and that's because Maggie King of the Grill is just 3 days away. And say what, sometime during the course of the morning I'll just give out some of the products here. Alright, so yeah, this one is the Maggie coconut milk. Authentic, creamy, and convenient. I've got so many, Maggie's got so many products, right? A good friend of mine, he's no longer attached to Maggie, but he said M-A-G-G-I. He said making a good and general impression. That's what Maggie products do to your food. Yeah. So it's on the 29th of July. It starts at 12 noon, climaxes at 10 p.m. A day full with fun, music, and great entertainment. Be there, get to interact with your GBN team, get to meet everybody, because everybody's going to be there. Don't forget, Spice Up the Esplanade Mall continues this afternoon from 4 in front of the Esplanade Mall in downtown St. George's. Come on out and be a part of that. Yep, just be there. You won't regret it. What else is buzzing this morning? Let's see what else is buzzing. Right. Don't forget that tomorrow, let us pray for Grenada, as Agape Ministries will be praying for Grenada in front of the Esplanade Mall. Starts from 2, I think. No, it starts at 4:30 p.m. Okay, so go and join Pastor Devon Rashi and his team of worshippers and intercessors as they lift Grenada before the throne. Be a part of this, okay? Nice. It's a wonderful initiative. What else is buzzing this morning? Buzzing. All right, the special $50 note approved. It is official. Grenadians will have a special $50 note to commemorate the country's 50th anniversary of independence in 2024. That's good news. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, whose face is going to be on that dollar, boy? So Eric Matthew Gary? Morris Bishop? Who will it be? Tillman Thomas, Dr. Keith Mitchell, or maybe the Honorable Deacon Mitchell. Whoever it is, I think it's a great thing. It's a great feat for Grenada, having a specially printed $50 note here. 50 years of independence. Or as my good friend would say, so-called independence. Good morning. He says he doesn't like his name being called on the radio, so I won't. But good morning, bro. You know who you are. Enjoy your hiatus. Good. Getting ready for Calypso semi-final. The judging of the Calypso tent continued last night, and last night the second tent of the Kaiso Bads was judged. Yep, Monday night the Kingdom Kaiso tent was judged. Okay, so the judging of the Calypso tent continued with Calypsonians under the Kaiso Kingdom tent Monday evening. 10 Calypsonians graced the stage at the Pomerose IRC School to vie for a chance to advance to the semi-final round of the 2023 Calypso competition. Last night, I can't remember, fireworks, yeah. The Kaiso fireworks tent, the second tent of the Kaiso Bads. On Friday, we had the Northwest Brigade being judged in Grand Mall. Yep. All the best, guys. All the best. All right. Also buzzing. Experts on crime and violence among youth are combing through possible solutions to the social ill that is now affecting Grenada. This was part of the discussion on GBN's Beyond the Headlines on Monday evening. And you would hear some of the recommendations from that agenda will be, it's a part of our newscast, so keep listening. The Grenada Tourism Authority, the GTA, is preparing for the relaunch of its destination website, puregrenada.com, come on the 1st of August. That happens on the 1st of August. So we look forward to that. Yeah. Also buzzing, the Caribbean Development Bank, the CDB, has pledged $1.8 million to help develop creative industries in the region. You heard about that in the news yesterday. I think it's a wonderful initiative because that is the trajectory of the world. It's no longer about the so-called white-collar jobs. No. The creative arts, the creative industry, that's where the world is focused now. Artificial intelligence and so forth. Yeah, so we look forward to that rollout of that huge sum of money. We'll like to see, what amount of it will come to Grenada. Yep. Arthur Langine, good morning, Innocent. How are you doing today? Good. No, Arthur says, oh no, not Keith. Mr. Langine, behave yourself. Why not? He's the longest serving Prime Minister on the island. Come on. Why not? Come on, man. Arthur says, no, not Keith on the money. All right. Sylvina Charles says, good morning, Innocent. How are you doing today? I am alive and well. Not 100%, but all shall be well. All right. Walland Aquad. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Have an excellent day and week. Thank you very much. Same to you. All right. Maxwell Belfon, no, the father of the nation is Sir Eric Gary. So says Maxwell Belfon. May. I vote for Gary to be placed on the $50 bill. I think this should be a public voting. All right. You all so thing with yourself. Huh? Why not? You know, on a serious note, man, come on. I know, you know, like with everybody else, some people will like you, some will not. But I mean, the way, you know, some of you all behave, it's like, you know, the former prime minister did nothing good for. As a matter of fact, we'll have a conversation on that one of these days, yeah? Because you can't be just, you know, it can't only be negatives. There were some positives, you know. Come on, give Jack his jacket, and Susie, she, you know. Come on, let's be real, man. Come on. You know, let's be fair. You know, yes, you have a lot of distaste and so forth, but come on, man. You cannot tell me that after all these years in office, you have nothing good to say. Come on, that's not fair. No. Good morning to you, Petlin. How are you this morning? I do hope all is well, and I'm still waiting on my farin. I haven't had farin porridge in a long time, and it's bothersome. So get my farin for me, okay? All right, folks, those of you who are on the television platform, we've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather forthcoming. Those of you who are locked here with me on Classic, we've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather. This is where we take the break and do the news, and we'll be back on the flip side of 7. Don't you go anywhere. Stick and stay with us.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
Calypso is alive and well. The Melody Papitet Calypso semi-final is on Sunday, July 30th. Progress Park in St. Andrew from 5 p.m. as we conclude semis weekend. 19 Calypsonians, 2 songs each. The hard-biting lyrics, the peacock, and the kicks on one big stage. Admission $40. It's Kaiso, and more Kaiso.
So if Mitchell say you want pizza to be an NP,
visit www.spicebassgrenada.com for everything Carnival. This Sunday, July 30th, all roads lead to Progress Park. It's the Melody Papitet Calypso semifinals. Who will progress onto the March Gras?
With the details, I'm Kenroy Batiste. It's official. Grenadians will have a special $50 note to commemorate the country's 50th anniversary of independence in 2024. Beverly Telesford reports.
The Monetary Council of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union has approved the issuance of a $50 commemorative note to mark the 50th anniversary of Grenada's independence.
We approved the issuance of a commemorative $50 note to mark Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence. Grenada will celebrate its 50th anniversary on February the 7th, 2024, and we expect this special commemorative note to be circulated in the second half of 2024.
That was incoming chairman of the ECCB Monetary Council, Minister for Finance in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Camilo M. Gonzalez, as he presented the communique of the 105th meeting of the ECCB Monetary Council. The communique did not specify how many banknotes will be printed. Last month, during his address to commemorate his administration's first anniversary in office, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell had expressed optimism about the ECCU's approval of the $50 note as part of a grand Golden Jubilee celebration.
Part of our Golden Jubilee, I'm happy to report that Cabinet has approved and made a request to the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, our ECCB, to have the bank issue a special celebratory commemorative $50 EC dollar note to mark Grenada's 50th year of independence.
Grenada will celebrate its 50th anniversary of independence on February 7, 2024. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Now, the judging of Calypso tents continued with Calypsonians under the Kaiso Kingdom tent on Monday evening. 10 Calypsonians graced the stage at the Pomrose RC School to vie for a chance to advance to the semi-final round of the 2023 Calypso competition. Nisha Paul tells us more.
Veteran Calypsonian Cheryl Antoine, Lady Cheryl, is the founder of the Kaiso Kingdom Calypso tent. She was among the Calypsonians vying for a spot in the Calypso semi-final, carded for Sunday, July 30th at Progress Park in St. Andrew. Lady Cheryl, who sang in position number 3, spoke with GBN about her 2 renditions entitled Report for Duty and Joke They Making.
Report for Duty is just, is about the present situation that exists in our country with so much foreigners coming in. And these people coming, they're trying to take our beaches, our estates in town like the stores, and if these areas fall into their hands, Grenadians in problem. But the other song is mainly a song like basing it on myself, joke they make it. Because when you hear the lyrics, I'm talking about every time I go to sing, the way people react, like, I don't know if it's vexed, but it's shoo-shooing. So, it's a kind of double meaning, like song me and political.
Staying true to the art form is Jerry Batiste, also known as Papa Jerry, who has been competing for 22 of his 23 years singing calypsos. Papa Jerry has made it to the semi-final 19 times and competed in the final on 15 occasions.
And this year is no exception. I am just making my contribution as usual to the Calypso Kingdom, hoping that we move forward again to another finals. Now the letter is basically an advice to the Prime Minister on all the things that was done basically that people would not agree with. I am asking him to write a letter to those people, apologizing basically and giving them the assurance that he would fix it. The other song, Selling Tea, is something that I decided to do outside of the box. Rather than selling Black Stage and Milo and Lipton and all this type of tea, I decided I'm going to sell integrity, prosperity, responsibility, and tea of that nature. I just decided I'm going to go out of the box this year and try something new.
Also in competition is Georgia McIntyre, the Messenger, a 3-time Calypso Monarch semi-finalist in neighboring Trinidad and Tobago, who has been singing for 23 years. The Messenger began her personal career in 2010 and has been competing in local competitions since 2015. The female Calypsonian has made it to the final on 3 occasions and has been in the semi-final every year since she started competing locally.
This year, the first one I did is a tribute to Singing Sandra, who was a dear friend of mine. I was with her a couple hours before she passed, so it really hit me hard, and this song is in tribute to her. So it's like me talking to you, giving you the message. She's talking through me to give the message to the people people that she loved, and she really loved Grenada. Her parents was from Guave, and this was her love spot. Right? The other one is More Than Job. I am just finishing up a master's degree in carnival studies, and I'm doing a comparative analysis between the job in Grenada, job Molasses in Trinidad. So the song comes out of my research.
Alston Brave Boy was also in the lineup. The singer, who goes by the stage name Vision, has been a member of the Calypso Tent for the last 15 years. This is his 5th year in competition.
Give thanks, and then the Cornfish. I thought this was the 2 best song for the competition. Depends on what is going on right now. We need the father. The other selection was the Cornfish. If you notice, a couple of artists had sing about Saltfish already, but I just decided to go a little different.
The Calypso Tent judging process is expected to conclude this evening with the second batch of Kaiso Bard singers at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville, St. Andrew. This is the final of the song competitions to go through preliminary stages. Semi-finalists for the Groovy and Soca Monarch competitions have already been determined. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Well, the carnival season is usually busy at hospitals in Grenada as health officials witness an influx of patients. This influx is usually attributed to increased accidents, violent incidents, and other health episodes induced by alcohol. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs with responsibility for strategic and operational management of hospitals and community health services, Naomi Jeremiah, says there's an action plan in place at hospitals during the festive season.
That we have reviewed our data for the past years, and we have realized that during the carnival season, most persons who have some accident or some ailment have decided to use the A&E, maybe at the Princess Alice Hospital and also at the General Hospital. And we have decided for this carnival 2023, we have put a strategy in place, and we have laid out an operational plan where we'll be implementing that plan from the 7th of August, that is Emancipation Weekend.
All right, so normal operating hours for health centers are Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Jeremiah says these hours will be extended at some facilities during the carnival season.
We have decided to have extended hours for those major health centers. They are as follows: Gramborough Health Center, St. George's Health Center, St. David Health Center, Sutter's Health Center, and the Grove Polyclinic. And I would like to state here, maybe persons not aware, but I will firstly list the hours of operations at all our facilities. Now, all our health centers and medical stations operates from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it is notable that we have extended hours also Saturdays and Sundays for some of our facilities. At Guam, from the Emancipation Day, we are going to be extended. That will be the Monday, which will be a holiday. We have extended our time. So we extended the time from the 7th, which is the Monday. We will start from 7 a.m. and go and provide healthcare for the entire Monday activities.
Other news, experts on crime and violence among youth are combing through possible solutions to the social ill that is now affecting Grenada. This is part of the discussion on GBN's Beyond the Headlines on Monday evening. More on this Rena Pett Thomas report.
Crime and violence is the #1 concern among adolescents and youth in the Caribbean community, and it is believed to be associated with poverty, unemployment, and social injustices. According to the United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, constant exposure to crime and violence leads to emotional blunting, high stress, grief, and sense of loss. Young people have spoken about their fear, perceptions of lack of safety, and concern for their general well-being because of the increased crime and violence. Regional Security Expert Commander Gavin Hira explained that young people are now involved in vigorous acts due to the clash of culture which promotes violence.
As a fight, It's not a literal clash, but they see it as a fight because we have now, as I said, being invaded. We are possessed by a cultural ideology that is fanning the flames of violence. The kind of music our young people are listening to, the words of some of those songs by our own artists, the exposure to some of the stuff that they're looking at and modeling and patterning and reflecting has gone way beyond our expectations as parents and as gatekeepers today. We have to adjust to be able to treat with that because it is the new norm.
Over the past few months, Grenada has experienced higher level of crime and violence associated with illegal guns, cybercrime, and money laundering. Returning to community parenting and the teaching of conflict resolution among youth are among the solutions suggested by Sergeant Andy John of the Special Victims Unit. He explained that conflict resolution can only be successful if the parties involved are willing to communicate and resolve the issue by expressing themselves without violence.
Sometimes it still boils down to the fact that the two parties would have to be willing to have someone come in the middle and try to mediate, try to understand what is really happening. But if that is not being given an opportunity to be had, then we still end up with the same road that we're going, ending up in violence. So communication, whether it is between the two parties, whether one listening to the other and trying to understand where the other one is coming from, or we both deciding, hey, we cannot resolve this by ourselves. Let us get someone else to come in the mix and try to give us a different perspective. It is still communication.
Elaine Henry McQueen, Program Coordinator, Spotlight Initiative, says our young men and women should be taught that it is okay to walk away from a violent situation rather than feel it makes them appear weak.
That we should not ridicule or jeer or tease a young man for choosing to walk away from violence. But in fact, we should encourage more and more of us to do that. That we should choose to see things from other person's perspectives. That we should choose to debate, to discuss things. That we should choose non-violent ways of solving problems. Can our society do that? And can our society do that particularly so for men and boys?
They were all speaking on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program on Monday night. For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
XPRA and Patriot Welfare Organization, in existence for 2 years, is continuing to provide much-needed assistance to former soldiers of the People's Revolutionary Army who once served and protected Grenada. Some of the soldiers who played a key role in Grenada's revolution have been living in poor and inhumane conditions, while others are mentally ill on the nation's streets. President Manley Phillip of the XPRA and Patriot Welfare Organization says although the organization is only 2 years old, it has embarked on numerous projects that provided support to their former comrades.
They have hampers. We have been giving them hampers.
Okay.
We have given them toiletries. We have given them food stuff. Okay. As a matter of fact, 3 times a month, a year, we normally go out and distribute hampers to them in all the parishes of Grenada. Because many of them have health challenges.
Okay.
They are employed. As a matter of fact, some of them are homeless. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have done a number of things. For a matter, we have met with the Minister of Social Services and tried to get them on
this current administration.
Current administration. But we did get a response. As a matter of fact, we had a meeting with the minister.
That sounds
and
good.
she readily agreed to assist. So we have done quite a lot.
All right, Philip and Chaplain Rayburn Nelson, other members of the XPRA and Patriot Welfare Organization, were guests on GBN's Good Morning Grenada with host Gordon Joseph. Nelson said members continue to educate themselves through training to move the organization forward and better assist their fellow soldiers. He said they have also collaborated with private and public entities to reach their goals.
We also have a link with Dr. Sonia Nixon, right, and also Dr. Terence Marijo, whereby we have members are given an ID card, and once they go to these two doctors, right, if they can afford, well, you make a contribution. If you can't afford, they attend to the comrades freely, right, and there are other things that we are trying to do. We have resources coming from overseas, some comrades there. We have a chat established, right, and so on, so that they would communicate with us. We had a training session with Val Connor, well, not Connor, Williams now. She came in from overseas and she had training with us. And we continue to meet as a body and plan and organize once a month. We are looking at a number of things that would help. We have established our bank account only yesterday, all right, because the comrades overseas who would want to send information, finances, all right, to our organization. I can tell you that the account number, right, those of you listening who would like to make your contribution towards that endeavor, the account number is 113001885, and it's at the Cooperative Bank. Yes, at the Cooperative Bank.
The Grenada Tourism Authority is preparing for the relaunch of its destination website, puregrenada.com, come the 1st of August. Details in this Christina John report.
The new website is intended to elevate the promotion of Grenada as an unparalleled travel destination, and as such, is meticulously curated to pique the interest of travelers. The website will present a comprehensive and inspiring glimpse into Grenada's unique selling points and will serve as an informative and educational platform that excites and ignites a strong desire to visit and discover the picturesque landscapes and vibrant local culture, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The website will highlight all the promotional activities the Tourism Authority has embarked on, ensuring a streamlined and efficient approach to sharing news and updates with the world. It will also allow tourism officials to leverage cutting-edge analytic tools to gain valuable insights into user behavior, performance, and interests. Such data-driven intelligence will enable the Tourism Office to continually optimize its promotional efforts, providing tailored offerings that resonate with potential travelers worldwide. By incorporating advanced search engine optimism techniques, the new website is poised to become a highly discoverable and user-friendly platform. This critical aspect of the website's function underscores the Tourism Authority. As the new puregrenada.com nears its launch, the Grenada Tourism Authority is eager to unfold its new digital platform to the world, driving Grenada's global appeal and presenting the Tri-Island state as an extraordinary destination that promises a lifetime of cherished memories and enriching experiences. Christina John, GBN News.
Vaughan's Trouble in the Morning is what's ringing in this evening's ISAW. Let's take a peek into the GBN ISAW lens.
The festive season is in full swing in Grenada. Our soca music can be heard at nearly every corner on the island. Tonight's ISAW takes us far across the other end of the world, where our soca music rings out through the steel pan of our Asian counterparts. Thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Pass going around the globe, soca not just for carnival. Watch mass and watch bacchanal, soca gone international. Pass going around the globe. Spice Up returns to the Esplanade Mall courtyard. Spice Up, the Esplanade. Every Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Spice Up, the Esplanade. Your all-in-one Spice Mass event. Get a taste of everything carnival. From music to mass to food to fashion. All things carnival in one place. Esplanade Mall, July 7th to August 11th. Don't you miss it.
Get ready to catch all the action. The CPL returns August 16th to September 24th. Be watching.
Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, and Hard On Plus.
Carriacou is the place to be. August 4th to the 7th for the 50th year of the Carriacou Regatta Festival. The Carriacou Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the Foreign Artist Show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jooper on 473-443-7930. The Carriacou Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carriacou welcomes you. Calypso is alive and well. The Melody Papitet Calypso semi-final is on Sunday, July 30th. Progress Park in St. Andrew from 5 p.m. as we conclude semis weekend. 19 Calypsonians, 2 songs each. The hard-biting lyrics, the peacock, and the kicks on one big stage. Admission $40. It's Kaiso, and Bo Kaiso.
So if Mitchell say you want pizza to be an NP,
visit www.spicemasgrenada.com for everything carnival. This Sunday, July 30th, all roads lead to Progress Park. It's the Melody Papitet Calypso semi-finals. Who will progress onto the March Gras?
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
At the NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our operations and want to keep you informed. Firstly, we are happy to introduce the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of his or her former income in the case of sudden unemployment. To support this benefit and other benefits we offer, it was necessary to increase the contribution rate. The contribution rate will increase gradually each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. As always, the contribution will be split between you and your employer. The pensionable age will also increase from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also be gradually reaching age 65 in 2029. Pensioners will continue to be eligible for a pension from age 60, but will receive a reduced payment. The NIS recognizes that the prices of basic customer goods are increasing globally. Therefore, we are happy to also increase the weekly minimum pension payment by 25%. Finally, we have adjusted our survivors' benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will receive 100% or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased's pension. We are here to make the transition to these new changes as clear and simple as possible. If you have any questions on how these changes impact you and your family, please contact our new informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your social security provider.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 12 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's time for the conversation this morning. Yeah, good morning, good morning. I want to say happy birthday to family this morning. All right. Yvette Coutain out there in Wester Hall. We usually call the Stone Road, but it's Wester Hall, right? Happy birthday to you. And if I'm not mistaken, your aunt is also celebrating today. Sherma Coutain. Well, happy birthday to you both. I know you will enjoy it. I know my brother is gonna ensure that you have a good day today. The children, Melvon and Melvin and Brad and Nose and everybody. I had to get his children names right, but nonetheless, Yvette, happy birthday to you. Enjoy it to the fullest, okay? 13 minutes after 7 o'clock, Alistair Wahood, I completely lost this morning, but why is she crying again? I don't understand. She crying because Grenada is moving forward. Let me see. Okay, I need to go up to see what is the cause of that crying. All right, and Jackson, plenty think Keith is poison. What did they do? Bumping their mouth. We had 3 wonderful prime ministers, not people that think take picture is all while you're suffering the elderly and poor. I cry all the time. Okay, that's the source of this conversation. Russell Lambert says, Papa Doc, no. Cynthia Bay, good morning. Gracelyn Rubin says, good morning. Ann Jackson, good morning, GBN. All right. Yulin Alexander says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Grenada. Karikupidi Martinique. Blessings to all on this wonderful Wednesday. Have a great and safe day, everyone. All right. Take the pain in your... Listen, man, you guys behave, man. Come on. On a serious note, that's a conversation we'll have one of these days. Just to recap, the word of the day, it's stoic. Describes someone who shows very little emotion, especially in response to a painful or distressing situation. And the thought of the day, half effort does not produce half results. It produces no result. Work, continuous work, and hard work is the only way to accomplish results that last. All right, so the buzzing stories this morning. Grenadians will have a special $50 note to commemorate the country's 50th anniversary of independence. Maybe we should center around that. Yeah, that's a good thing. Whose face should be on that $50 bill? Also buzzing, though, is the judging of the Calypso tent with the semi-final coming up this Sunday at Progress Park. All right, the tent judging concluded last night with the fireworks tent up at the Deluxe Cinema. All right, and expert on crimes and violence among youth are coming through possible solutions to the social ill that is now affecting Grenada, not just Grenada, but the entire region as it relates to the spate in crime. Now, this was part of the discussion that was held on Beyond the Headlines on Monday. All right, the Grenada Tourism Authority is relaunching or preparing to relaunch of the destination website, puregrenada.com. That will happen on the 1st of August. And some good news here, the Caribbean Development Bank has pledged $1.8 million to help develop the creative industries in the region. That's good news. But folks, Maggie. Yeah, making a good and general impression. That's what the gentleman said Maggie meant at the time. Right? So the King of the Grill comes up this Saturday, the 29th, and of course you can see we have quite a lot of our products here. We have the coconut milk powder, right? Good. How many of you use that though? Don't forget the number you can call in the meantime. It's 435-2041. That's the number to call. All right, give me a call. Whose face you like to see on the $50 bill? And do you think it's a great accomplishment for us to have our specially made $50 note for our 50th anniversary of independence? Give me a call. 435-2041. That's the number to call, and the phone line is on. Good morning, caller.
Mr. Innocent.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, brother.
How you doing?
That is one of the best things that ever happened in India.
Yeah.
I would like the Prime Minister put Gary, the father of independence.
Uncle Gary?
Yeah, Uncle Gary. I feel like it's the man to put it.
Okay. Well, it seems as though a lot of people agree with you, because I see Mildred Smith saying Gary Fish should be on it, the father of independence. That's the number to call, 435-2041. Let's sort of balance the conversation. Not just whose face, but how significant is that for us, Yes, the grillers and everybody preparing for the Maggie King of the Grill. Also, we have, as you can see, Maggie makes your food taste good. That's just the best way to put it. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Mr. Innocent. How are you today?
I am alive and thankful. How are you?
I'm okay.
Talk to me.
Well, first to start with, I want to say one of our long radio friends. I've been hearing from her a long time. Miss Jacob, I would like to know how she's feeling and send good health and strength, whatever, for her. God's blessing.
Right, good.
Right, the $50 with Uncle Gary, and that will be one of the best things, because that he's the father of independence, and if it's independence we're celebrating, that is the way we have to go.
Okay.
And that will give us a good recognition, to Grenada and so on. And then, what I wanted to say again, that is kind of strengthening, Mr. Gary had put Jennifer Houston, the Miss Wall, on a stamp. We had a Grenada stamp with Miss Wall on it, Jennifer Houston. That was one of the good things he did.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and those guys we had yesterday, no one left behind.
Yeah.
That is a great thing for the country and for the whole. Imagine they're carrying 400 men, taking care of 400 men. Do you know, when we think about it, some of the things that are happening with the youths today, as soon as that thing had fallen through, the government had pulled in some of these guys and give them things to do, because these guys, they've not been only holding the guns, These is people that help to rebuild the airport, and they have a lot of training. So if you had give them things to do all over the country or wherever, they could maybe talk to youths, train youths, get youths in line. But what happened there? We put a damage in 400 homes, family. Let's say a man and his wife and his children. That man is telling his child, look, I do so much thing for the country. I work so hard at this, at that, and up to now, nothing coming from that. You go and fight up and make yourself thing and go and work hard and do all kind of thing, and then you end up with nothing. So you see, where things could break down.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, man. Have a good day. All right, thanks for your contribution. All right, one of our WhatsApp contributors says, good morning, Innocent. A derelict building was demolished on Lower St. John Street in town some months ago. The owner left all the mud and dirt blocking the drain. The people working with government cleaned that drain on Sunday morning. Today, that site is a dumping heap. A dumpster for traffickers, crates, and vendors rejects, along with food boxes and bottles. Please, Ministry of Health, find the owner of that vacant lot and have them seal off the area. Get the street cleaners to clean and dump those garbage that have the place unsanitary. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Innocent. How are you doing, boy?
I am doing fine. How about you?
I'm blessed and happy, although I come to my little workplace this morning and no water, so I stand still. My 2 little buckets I have there, I can cook with it, so I don't know what's going on with now, sir, by the General Hospital this morning.
Okay.
I guess later on they might give me some. I hope they give me before 9. But let me tell you now, I will love to see Deacon Mitchell face on the $50. Why he come up with that idea? And innocent, if I get a little $50 with the face on it, I buy in a puff, I ain't putting no other money more than that $50 and I having it there. You think he is you know how nice it is to view a nice, calm spirit looking face by viewing me $50. I ain't spending that at all. Bye-bye.
You think it's easy to take it easy?
I'm telling you.
It's easy to take it easy, you know.
The man come up with the idea. Put the face on the dollar.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. All right, now, the folks up at the General Hospital, you heard the complaint. There's no water there. I know there must be a serious reason why, so check it out as quickly as possible. Mr. Husbands, good morning to you, sir. And let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning to your viewers and listeners. Your first caller who raised the issue of the based on what was discussed yesterday. You see, one of the problems is that we have done so much injustice to ourselves. First of all, remember the folks who came back from Cuba after the invasion had much difficulty, whether they were medical students or medical doctors or so. They had to go through all kinds of things before they were really integrated. We have a strange mentality that we have to please some master that is above us. So we went about destroying Grenada in the name of renewed democracy. So a lot of people, in fact, let me tell you that, Laissez-faire was anti-revolution. But I heard Laissez-faire said one time in a class I was in journalism, he said, notwithstanding his opposition to the revolution, he must say that the revolution gave some solid things, including the people that he produced. Like he said, he would always employ people who were associated with the revolution because of their discipline. So we have tried to marginalize and isolate and intimidate people who probably identify with the revolution. I'm one of those.
Okay.
And so the thing about it is that when I saw people like Bogman, one of those valiant soldiers who, because of no support, end up dying a young man when he could have been contributed enormously to the country. And there are others. So the effort by Manley and them is very good.
Okay.
And I hope that not just the soldiers, but the patriots would be, more welcome. And I saw one yesterday, and he didn't even know something like that was happening. So thank you. But at the same time, let me say, let us think about how we can use the occasion on the 50th anniversary to reunify the country, if it was ever unified. Let us try and reconcile and ensure that everybody have a place and a space in this place called Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, caller. Thank you. Have a good one. 25 minutes gone past 7 o'clock. Good morning to you, Mrs. Winifred Hancock. Auntie, how you do? You all right? Hope all is well with you as always. Keep on smiling, girl. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent. I go to say Jericho, he always on my mind.
No, man. Oh, gum, man. Oh, gum. May his soul rest in peace, though.
He was my boy.
Yeah, okay.
I call this morning to ask a question. And there was a former minister, Oliver Joseph, on the radio yesterday. And I posed a couple questions and he responded. But I always believe, Innocent, that the thing that will stand you out, that will identify you, even when you are dead, is that of your character. who we really are. The question was asked, what is the difference in what is purporting now to be a spate of violence in the country right now as compared to what has happened in the past? Because we have witnessed, those of us who remembers, we have witnessed a lot of that in the past on several occasions, and many more than what has happened now. And my question is, what is the difference now as compared to when it has happened in the past that people are making a whole hullabaloo about it? I would really want to know. Maybe I'm missing something, but I would really want to know what is the difference. Because to me, it is just something that happens every now and again in Grenada, where we have this, this upsurge, and then it dies down again. But the politicians are not the one that create the solutions to those problems. We have seen the church leaders, community leaders, and other influential people getting involved and making the difference, not the politicians.
Right.
So why are they not calling on the politicians, the present-day politicians, to get involved? I don't know what is the reason, because we have seen it happen before, and we know how. Let me say, know how to deal with it. There have been efforts to deal with it in the past. My problem that it is not consistent. When it quells down, the talking and the engagement stops. And it needs to continue. Otherwise, those sort of things will continue happening. But if someone has the answer, please let me know what is the difference. Thank you very much, and have a good morning.
You too, man. Have a good one. All right. Aaron Joseph says, certainly the revolution paved the way for so much positive things in Grenada. Elsa Francis says, good morning, Innocent. Good morning to you, Elsa. Sonia Mathlin Scott says, so Eric Matthew Gary face should be on, please. Alistair Warwood Senior says, Miss Jacob is in a nursing home. The phone may not be at her disposal. Okay. All right. Sonia Mathlin Scott. Good morning, GBN Grenada, Carriacopidi Matney. Good morning, everyone. Blessings to all. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Good. Yes, sir. What? You always tell me my phone is low.
It's not your phone, whatever device.
Yes. Anyhow, fix your problem now, man. Except my phone have a problem or the company. Yes. What trouble is that? Yeah.
Caller, you gotta get that sorted out. I don't know what is it, because everybody else called and we were not having that feedback. So you're either too close to the TV or the radio or something. All right? Are you there?
From the TV. Are they about 10 feet? All right. What song do you need now? Oh, God.
I can't do this. Sorry. Good. 29 minutes after 7 o'clock. Come on, guy. Come on. You're an intelligent man. You shut it off. Talk to me on the phone and then you go back and listen to the TV or radio. Good morning, caller. There we go again. Marilyn Gordon, the difference is technology, because it's broadcast quickly. Before it was not broadcast unless people tell others. Crime is the same as before. Mildred Smith says, Mr. Innocent, the feedback hurt too on the other end. Please take off or lower your radio. Yeah, come on, man. Who does that? Come on. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you, sir?
I am alive and thankful.
Mr. Innocent.
Hi.
I came to the airport about a couple of days ago. And Mr. Innocent, they have nothing representing Carnival. They just pull up a green, a yellow, and a white paper on those big poles. Nothing to say. You have some mannequin from Beko, from Shotney, Wild Indian, Pritimas. In the airport that people could see Carnival is coming. Nothing. But I called another station yesterday, and after a call by 9 o'clock, they start doing something.
Well,
that should be done long.
I am very happy that you raised that, because that is something that has always been bothersome to me. We have representatives representatives, delegations from the Tourism Authority and Culture and so forth visiting Trinidad and so forth to talk Carnival. And when it's Carnival, well, not just Carnival, Trinidad, Barbados, you go to Grantley Adams International Airport, there's always something depicting the culture of the country, not just in the festive season, but we have that here, I know, eh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, visitors coming in, they should see that we have Carnival. So next year, when they know that Carnival is certain time, they're going to put them themselves to come to Grenada for Carnival. Nothing inside there, nothing. And I know you're always Calypso man, for yourself.
And well, not only that, but traveling throughout the region and entering other countries through the airport, there's always a big display of the cultural heritage of the country.
Right.
We don't even have a record shop in the airport selling our local calypsos or local music. So that is some pro bono information and advice that the relevant authorities should take. Set up some booths in the airport that depict us all the time.
Right. Mr. Innocent.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Okay then. Thank you.
Have a good one. You too. Good. All right, folks. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Do you know that you can lower your electricity bill by switching to energy-efficient appliances? By switching to energy-efficient appliances, you can help lower your energy usage. Your refrigerator, for example, is amongst the highest energy-consuming appliances within your home as it remains running throughout the day and night. Switching to an energy-efficient refrigerator can lower your electricity bill by up to 40%. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However, I can ease the burden of rising fuel rates by switching to energy-efficient appliances. What can you do?
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
Spice Up returns to the Esplanade Mall Courtyard. Spice Up the Esplanade. Every Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Spice Up the Esplanade. Your all-in-one Spice Mass event. Get a taste of everything Carnival. From music to mass to food to fashion. All things Carnival in one place. Esplanade Mall, July 7th to August 11th. Don't you miss it.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe.
Actually, with the first timer and Chin, who is 72 years with his 2 renditions. I think Calypso won last night. I think the writing was great, and I can see a great improvement from some of the Calypsonians. And I know whoever get picked to face the judges, it will be interesting to see the outcome. Also, Scholar said he will be competing, which set the standard even higher. And thumbs up to Junior George for the live coverage. Mildred Smith, Mr. Innocent, the feedback is right. I did this one already. Marilyn Gordon says the difference is technology, because it broadcasts quickly. Before, it was not a broadcast unless people tell others. Crime is the same as before. Morning to you, Michael Brian Hutchinson. How you do, Papi? I'm calling you and I ain't getting you. All right, I'll get back my phone today and call you. All right, good. Sharon Bartholomew, caller. I think now we have social media, so we are hearing about all the things that are happening. Whereas back then, we did not have the platform to share things as soon as it happened. Oh yes, but it get more modernized now, so says Mildred Smith. All right, let me just take a couple comments on the WhatsApp platform. All right, good. My good friend says, good morning, Innocent and your followers. Good point about the upsurge of violence. I made this point here before. Listen to the news from the court and hear the cases that are going on trial. They are from 2018 to 2021. These things seem to come in waves and then die down. Notably, people used to say every time election coming, crime increased. Honestly, I don't think we reached the point of alarm as yet. That is true. All right. Hello, man. Violence is inherited from the different colonial powers and is continuous. To challenge this trend, we have to harness the energy of the youth in different activities like MMA, UFC, kickboxing, kung fu boxing, and each parish competing against each other, thereby creating discipline, respect, and togetherness. No drugs, no alcohol, and other strident rules should be in place. Happy Wednesday, and put Gary face on the dollar note. I know. Okay, good. All right. Someone else says, don't put... All right, I wait each day to hear a call to keep Grenada beautiful. Grenada's beauty is in your hand, so bin the garbage. Don't put people on the $50 bill. Highlight the land. No matter who you decide, there will be those who do not agree, but nobody will disagree. The land binds us all. All right, I kind of like that one too. Not a bad idea at all. Let's go back to the telephone line now. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, in a sense, you said Calypso won last night, and I'm very happy about that. So, in respect of that, I hope this year, and I've been clamoring it for years, that they will not disrespect Melody and Papitet by not having a portrayal of them. For all these years, we have no portrayal of Melody, who I have a great regard for, and Papitet. They have no portrayal of them in public, so we have Wilfred Melody, Papitet semi-final, and the generation have no clue of who are these great people. So I hope that we will do that. And then one quick point is that in terms of quelling the violence, one of the things that we don't overlook is that before, sports was a community thing. So people went with the villages. There's so many things that kept youth organized. Even during the turmoil years of Garyism, people were more organized. So we need to really look back at those things. We have nothing over the years since the invasion. We have just done everything to make sure that the youth are not sensitized or become conscious. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's 20 minutes on to 8 o'clock. That is our time. One of my WhatsApp contributors says, hello, good morning, Innocent. The countdown to Panorama is on. Still have not heard what the steel orchestras are playing for Junior Panorama Panorama and National Panorama. Come on, give Pan some more coverage. Papi, I am doing my best. I'm working along with the Pan Association. Yesterday I had Nadia here, and from Dimensions, she said that New Dimensions the senior squad will be playing finally from Vaughan, and the junior squad will be playing Soca Nice by Vaughan. The other Pan organizations, the other orchestras, they will come on at some other time. I'm trying my best to accommodate them on mornings as much as possible. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Hello. Yeah. I'm the same distance away from the phone, from your TV.
So why am I not getting the feedback now?
I don't know. Let's go ahead. Because I don't want you to cut me off in the midst of my conversation.
I did not cut you off. I had to.
I said I don't want you. I didn't say you did cut me off. I don't want you. I don't want you. Anyhow, let's go ahead. A lot of us are complaining about things. In fact, as someone said, we are living in a modern day and we expect changes. But to me, there are so many ill omens happening in Grenada that it baffles me. Now people are talking about stealing, the ordinary stealing. But there is a word now, I don't know if you know it, or you don't use it, or you hardly use it. The word now is hacking. In certain institutions, people are constantly being hacked. And you should guess the institutions where you have your money. And whom do they take the chance or the chances with? Is they say the senior citizen. So why do they take the chance or the chances with the senior citizen? Because they feel that is senior citizens don't have brain, or their brain dead. And this is what is happening. A lot of us, and bear in mind I say often, are having problem with these institutions. You can't even see some of your money. They're buying things from eBay, ZA, or whatever it is. Where would this thing happen? 5 times, 6 times out of your account. And yet for all the banks are not looking into it. The government must look into it now and keep meetings with the bank. I'll give them that task. And so somewhat deal with them. Because a lot of things are happening. We have thieves in all sectors of the society. Whether in any institution, we have thieves. Because maybe you're born from a thief, but you might be lucky to be reasonably educated, or you have 40 CXC. That doesn't mean to say you're educated anyhow. So this is my complaint. Everybody talking about irregularities, not stealing in the institution, hacking,
okay,
but fighting. So things are happening strangely, but you won't hear about these things because people are hiding it from the society. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Have a good one. Have a good one. Giselle Sylvester says, Innocent, just ask the Pan Association for a list with all of the still band song selections for Panorama so that everyone knows ahead of the interviews. Well, I am working collaboratively with Mr. Derek James and his team, and yeah, that is forthcoming. Good morning, caller.
Brother Gordon.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Well, I am not called to really add to that program, but I just, not feeling happy at all. I find if people are calling you as the host of that program, what should have happened is that they should control the temper, and if they cannot show some respect and control the temper, so that there could be a friendly atmosphere, because other people are listening. Between the caller and the person who is hosting the program, then I think you should cut off such a person. I am not feeling happy about it at all this morning with the last caller. Best you know. Bye-bye.
Have a good one, Brother Carl.
Yeah.
All right, good. You see, I have people defending me. Check your tones. It's 15 minutes on to 8 o'clock. That is the time. Let me take a quick peek at what's happening on our WhatsApp platform. All right, I read out the messages there already. All right. Good. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to Mr. Innocent. How are you doing?
I am doing fine. How about you?
Well, I just give God thanks and praise. I'm doing okay. Give God thanks to live sit like this morning. Now, in Carrier St. Andrews, I don't know when last you come up to Carrier St. Andrews, and make I go hang out, wherever, and look for the people.
It's long overdue, long overdue. I have to make some time to come and hang out with Alstead and the guys, but boy.
What I want to say now, Mr. Innocent, you have 3 old vehicles around the corner, and it's months and months, or maybe years now, these 3 old vehicles are empty. I think it's 2 cars, or I think it's 1 van, whatever. Now they cut out all the body, the parts from the vehicle, and go and do what you have to do. But my God, you bring these vehicles and come up there with tow truck or whatever, you come up there with it. Just take it out back on the roadside and just run, put it in some kind of scrap yard. But these 3 vehicles there is not looking too good. And we're talking about Christmas and Carnival and keep country king. So as long as Christmas holiday don't come, a Carnival season will come up. So the country would not be clean, Mr. Innocent, this is looking so off-key, so dirty. It's not looking like that at all on this roadside. 3 vehicles.
Okay.
And when the bush grow up again, it combine all your vehicles and make it more ugly and ugly and ugly. So it's time for the health people, the LGPF and them whosoever in society removing all these old vehicles. It's time to come and remove these 3 old vehicles because it's not serve a purpose there.
Which location in Carrier that is?
That's in Carrier. Okay, you see, after you pass the garage, come across my outside and the way is on a bridge.
Okay, right. I have an idea as to where.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That's on the right hand side.
Yeah. If you
left hand side below, yeah, man.
Yeah.
3 people there. Here go, months come.
Yeah.
It's time.
All right. Okay.
You have a good morning.
You too, man. Have a good one. Okay, good. All right. So, the relevant persons, it's becoming a concern. Deal with this, folks. We've got to take a final commercial break in this segment, and then we come back and wrap up. So, see you in a few seconds.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Maggie King of the Grill 2023 is made possible by Quartz, Grenada Limited, Rubis, the National Lotteries Authority, Coca-Cola, Coyaba Beach Resorts, and Duty Free Caribbean Holding.
I want to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Republic Bank CPL 2023 will be one for the books. The most exciting cricket series, the Caribbean Premier League, is back and bigger than ever. 34 games across 5 territories and only one channel in Grenada, GBN, bringing you live ball-by-ball coverage of the Republic Bank CPL 2023 on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11, 20 on cable, from Wednesday, August 16th to Sunday, September 24th. Sponsors, get on board now. Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenada, and Hard On Plus.
9 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Welcome back, and taking a quick look at what's happening on a WhatsApp platform. Someone says, innocent. Someone told me this morning that the PM invoked Bishop with the candlelight for the election. That's why we're having so much crime now. I want to know who was invoked for the crimes that we had before. Do you know who? Well, I certainly know. Rubbish. Let's pray harder. Okay, so they invoke Bishop Spirit. Okay. All right. Crimes will continue till those police respond when people call them with loud noise and drinking. They sit down waiting for a crime to be committed before they stop it. No patrols in key areas at evenings and nights, especially Friday and Sunday, or Friday to Sunday. Come on, they inherited that from the From the YEATS. What's that? They played political game. The new cop or commissioner of police need to do his job. All right. Okay. Good. Let's see what's happening. There's a comment on Facebook that I like. It is from. Spice Queen. Good morning, Innocent. I stayed up late listening to the Kaiso and was very impressed. Shanda was very good. Everyone was good though. My first time paying attention to Kaiso. That's good. All right, let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Well, where you come out? Where have you been?
What you saying, George?
Why are you taking the hiatus, man?
No, I'm listening. I'm condensing. I have to come with a money matter, very serious money matter. But for now, have a great day, though. For now, I'm wondering if we are a nation of nations. And if we do have leaders representing us, the Caribbean and in some parts Africa too. Because with this war that is raging in Europe and Ukraine, which is affecting us so badly, I am yet to hear any of our Caribbean leaders speak up on that matter. I would like to hear our leaders' position on the war in Ukraine. Couldn't we make some effort to help solve this problem? Are we too weak? Are we too coward? Are we taking sides that we don't know which side to take? Are we having that problem? I want our leaders to unlock their mind and to take a decision on that war. See if they could try to help to solve that war.
Okay.
It is too serious for us in Caribbean. It's affecting us badly. Why are they not speaking up?
And it will get worse in the not too distant future with the.
It is getting worse.
Yeah, with Russia pulling out from that Green Deal. So now, yeah.
Well, not only pulling out, but they are bombing the centers where the grains are stored. You know?
Yeah.
So I would like to hear our leaders' position on the matter.
Right. Okay? Before you run up, let me ask you this. The $50 note for independence, what is your thought on that?
It's a great initiative, and I think it should highlight one of our leaders.
Which one?
Well, I would suggest, so Eric is the one I will move favor for now.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good one. All right. Sharon Bartholomew says, listening to the complaints, it looks as if we need to have a day of cleanup and Grenada get everybody involved. Let's clean up the island. Sally Henry says, good morning, Grenada. I'm watching from Guyana. First time joining it. Do enjoy your program. I love I love your program and I love to visit your country, especially for Carnival. Well, sweetie, let me tell you something. Any time of the year you come to Grenada, Grenada is the place. You understand? Grenada is the spot. Good. So you're welcome anytime. Mr. Ernesto Jose made a comment here, and I need to deal with you. Well, in the days of Lou Smith, a pan lover, I know pan will be the order of the day. Good morning, Lou. Well, good morning to you, Lou, too, yeah? But Ernesto, do you listen to the program on Saturdays? You know, I fit your pan for almost 2 hours on Saturdays, all right? And I must confess that I've been working very hard and together collaboratively with the Pan Association since last year, you know, since in preparation for Pan in the Sun and Pan Expression. So I don't think you're being fair to me there now, but you know what? We'll meet up and we'll deal with this, all right? We'll trash that. It's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Those of you who are just joining us, welcome. Miss Valerie Farry, good morning. How you do? You all right? Nice. Mr. Innocent, it seems that the authorities only concerned about the town. Fogging is done only in the town and the countryside full of mosquitoes. Removal of derelict vehicles is done only in the town and countryside is full of them. Well, you hear the complaint, Mr. Hotspot, as Monique says, you know. Mr. Andy, the Honorable Andy Williams. Good morning, sir. How are you? Sharon Bartholomew, caller, what effort do you think we should make? Should we send our young men and women out there to fight a war with that we had no hand in making? The Caribbean need to stay neutral, just like Switzerland. 3 minutes away from 7, we've deviated from, but you know what, coming to think of it, what do you think, no, that's, I am not going to go there this morning. We'll hopefully look at that tomorrow. We're just in the winding down stage of the program, and you still have time that we might be able to accommodate 1 or 2 calls. This is your opportunity to call in and let your voice be heard. 2 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Don't forget, folks, as you can see here, Maggie is it. I like this. I wonder if Jan would miss this if I go home with this. Put it in some curry chicken and, yeah, some rice and split peas and, you know. Maggie, all right? All the products of Maggie, you know where to find them. And Maggie really and truly makes food taste good. Yeah, there's no question about that. Your food would not be the same once you use any of Maggie's product. They have here, you see this? I use that all the time. Flavor the pot. Yeah, flavor the pot. It gives you instant taste. Yeah. Try it out, and they've got a range of products. They've got the soup mixes, they've got the pepper sauce and everything. So yeah, be a part of that. And again, I invite you, if you have not already made your decision to come on down to the King of the Grill this Saturday, do not miss this event because you will blame yourself eventually. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
With regards to the $50 note for independence.
Your face should be on that.
Too ugly. I think it would be a fitting tribute and great honor if Sir Eric Matthew Gary, the father of our independence, name is there, picture is there on the $50 note in our 50th year of independence. I think it would be a fitting tribute.
Right.
Really think so.
One of the commenters before, one of the participants, contributors to the program said, if we put Gary, some people would be annoyed. If you put Bishop, some people would be annoyed. You put anyone, how about putting a landmark or something? What?
Okay, so you want to put Mount St. Catherine?
I don't know.
No, just saying, if you put Mount St. Catherine, people in Mongozo may be annoyed. You know, it's something we have to deal with, and we have to make bold decisions and take bold steps. So Eric Matthew Gary not only took us to independence, but he gave us, he was very much involved in adult suffrage. He was very much involved in better working conditions for estate workers. Yes, I think it's a fitting tribute. And then also, the precedent is already set by, well, let's say, for example, in the United States, where you have the presidents on different notes, etc., etc. It's nothing new. I think it's a fitting tribute to Sir Eric Matthew Gary, and like anything else, if you're walking down the road, people will tell you should run.
Yeah.
You'll have naysayers, you'll have people who criticize, but I think that I'm positive the general consensus would agree that. And then again, it would be an opportunity, now that we have in history going back in schools, the younger folks they would start questioning, well, who is this man? What he did? What happened? I mean, that would be historical.
Okay.
I really, really think so. And there would be many more reasons why he should be there. Of course, there'll be reasons to why he should not be there.
Yeah.
But nobody deserves that honor than Sir Eric Matthew Gary.
Thank you very much, and happy Thanksgiving. All right, wrapping up time, and it's good morning to you, my dear. How are you? All right. You sent me some information, and I'm working on it. All right, Agnes Dowden says, good morning, Innocent. Miss you this few days. Have a wonderful day. Do not miss out. Okay? All right, folks, this is where we've got to wrap the program up this morning. Those of you who contributed or participated in one way or the other, thank you very much. And if the good Lord spare your lives, we'll do this again tomorrow. All right? Correct, indeed, caller, father of independence. Who says Matthew Scott? Bye-bye, folks. Love you. We've got to go. We've got the BBC.